Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
So we have to welcome some friends who are visiting from abroad, but who have lots to offer. So here's Empress Nile, manager and director of Valkyries of Arcadia. Hello. Welcome to Morning Barbados.
Thanks for having me.
Also here is Silver Neko.
Yes, hi.
Hi. Alethea.
Hi, good morning.
And they've brought along Alessandro Ferrari. He's not in cosplay today, but I'm sure they're going to get him there at some point in time.
Of course.
And maybe, who knows, me too. So let me start with you, Empress Nile.
Hello.
Tell us a little bit about Valkyries of Arcadia. Who are you, and what brings you to BIM?
Well, we are the Valkyries of Arcadia. We're an all-woman gaming group that has expanded into modern pop entertainment. So aside from us being, from casual to competitive gamers, we also have different talents and skills. So we center that around our different content, and that's pretty much what we do. So we are gamers and then some. We model, we cosplay, and a whole lot more.
I like that. We're gamers and then some.
And then some.
Silver Neko, tell me about your entry into cosplay and this entire world. I know that it's a world within itself. And it takes a lot sometimes to bring people on board.
Yes, well, I've been in the cosplay community in Jamaica for the past 10 years. The community itself has come from humble beginnings, from a university setting straight to large-scale conventions. And I'm just glad that there is a thriving cosplay community, not just in Jamaica, but across the Caribbean, here in Barbados. Our flagship event, which is AnimeKon Fest, it has only been around for the past 5 years and has grown exponentially. And then AnimeKon Expo here in Barbados has been around for even longer and has made quite the name for itself as well as a brand.
The anime and cosplay industry is quite grand, and it certainly is growing. As you mentioned, we've seen that here in Barbados, but interested in hearing from you, Alethea, as well about, what initially piqued your interest and what has kept your interest through the years.
Well, I enjoy being a part of the Valkyries. I initially started to had an interest in video gaming because of my husband, because that's part of his passion. And, I figured, to be a part of his world, why not? And being a part of the Valkyries helps me to engage in that as well. And it's been a really fascinating environment, not just the Valkyries, but the environment that we're engaging in with anime, with cosplay, the creativity that shines throughout, and it empowers other people we kind of change the face or the perception that a lot of people have about video games, that it's not just for children. It expands throughout, and it encourages people to be themselves, to be creative and not to keep themselves in a shell. So I love that part of it, that it encourages people to be more creative.
Absolutely, another creative way to kind of express yourselves.
Yes.
And there's no better way to grow an industry than to have mainstream media on board as well. Alessandro, you're in that position. You've dedicated your magazine to cosplay.
Yes.
Tell me more about that.
Well, I truly believe in the gaming, anime, cosplay, because I see so much potential for it. I don't think we've even started to fully tap that potential. I see cosplay like carnival, where it's right around the Caribbean, that everybody can benefit from it. So what I did, my magazine is Product of Jamaica magazine, and y'all don't have to be afraid of the name, because we do have a section called Our Neighbors, where we feature countries around us. So this edition was dedicated strictly to the cosplay, and we're getting ready to work on our second edition. And this is where Barbados comes in, because now Barbados, we have certain cosplayers and the festival coming up, the convention, and so forth, that will be featured in the next one. So we'll truly, little by little, make it more and more international in the Caribbean, so we can fully see the benefits. So I am here with the Valkyries of Arcadia, and I am here because I truly believe in what they do.
All right, that's good stuff. We weren't nervous at all by the name, because we also saw that you said that Fenty Beauty
Yes.
is your makeup of choice.
Yes.
And I know that's a big part of what you do as well. We have on display some of what you use. I can see that for you, Silver Neko, you know, you're wearing contacts and so on. So it really takes a lot to be
It
able
does.
to kind of represent the characters.
Yes.
And then, of course, to make it believable, then you have to add all the trimmings.
Yeah, so what we are here for exactly is our anime convention tourism project. That's a project that we came up with shortly after I did my virtual interview here, and I said that I wanted to come to AnimeKon Expo here in Barbados. And the thought always came up like, what are the other anime conventions in the Caribbean? We would like to know. So why not answer that question with a tour? So we started it back in Jamaica with AnimeKon Fest, and now we are here for AnimeKon. We have brought Part of Jamaica magazine here with us to cover the Bajan cosplayers for an upcoming feature. And what we want to do here is really bring to light to the Bajan population, especially the anime and cosplay industry, because it is a huge multi-billion-dollar industry where enthusiasts from around the world have these conventions, and businesses are born from it, and other businesses get involved. For example, POJ magazine here, and of course cosmetics, makeup is a huge part of the micro industry that comes from the anime industry, which is cosplay, short for costume role play. So the enthusiasts from around the world, they pay homage to their favorite characters by imitating them to the best of their abilities, of course. And contests are created, businesses are formed from that, and that's how we do it.
All right, so you are going to be showcasing all you have to offer.
Yes.
Tell me more about that, Silver Neko.
Well, I am so honored that myself and the team are representing as ambassadors for AnimeKon Fest. We were their media ambassadors for the staging earlier, and then now we're representing for the convention itself. I'm also pleased to represent Jamaica overall in this year's AnimeKon Expo cosplay competition. So not only are we going to be having our booth and displaying our items and doing our thing, performing, I'm also going to get a chance to compete in cosplay. A big factor of that is, I've wanted to come here for a long time. I've been to conventions not only in Jamaica but in Trinidad and Tobago, and I've just been seeing this on the social media all over, and I'm like, one day I'm gonna come here, and I guess today is that day.
Absolutely, you're here. I can see it. Yes. I believe it.
Yes.
It's not just in my head.
Yes.
You're here on Mornin Barbados, so talk to me about how you've been prepping for this, being a part of this particular presentation. To be here in Barbados and to showcase all that you do in Jamaica. What has the prep been like?
Well, okay, so getting the costumes, of course, trying to see transportation, the makeup, especially the makeup, because that plays a huge part in our overall display, or in getting ready for the character, playing the character, and making it more believable. But yeah, it has been an eye-opening experience coming here, because it's one thing preparing for it, but it's another thing actually being here. So that is interesting. But
For you, Alexandro, pick up on that in terms of moving around the region and being able to capture what's happening. Given that you've now invested so heavily in the cosplay itself, what was it like maybe to make the requisite connections to be able to have it happen so you can adequately cover?
Well, there was a lot of legwork because I had to do research, because even though I'm here with this, I still do research on the Bajan culture and your sites and everything. I have to have the flying fish before I go back home. Definitely.
Yep.
And the preparation was coming a couple months well, preparing for this, but it has been a great experience because I've been able to contact cosplayers from Barbados, which I'll start to meet up with starting tomorrow. Been able to contact them through the internet, through Instagram and so forth, and speak to them. So it's like I already know people and so forth. But it has been great. The young ladies here, I've really seen them pushing this Fenty product, which helps me because as a professional photographer and dealing with the media, Fenty products is perfect for what they're doing. And I don't really see anybody else pushing out anything like that for the cosplay. And like Empress Nile said, this is $1 billion industry. And as I want to help promote it, I'm doing this because I believe in it. Yes, you want to make money along the way because anybody would be lying that says they don't. But I believe in it. And like I was saying before, these 3 young ladies have been always putting their whole heart. And that's why I ended up doing a magazine. If you realize, it's Silver Neko on one side and Empress Nile on the other. I couldn't decide which one to put.
All right,
So
good
we
stuff.
ended
So you
up
made it
with
a
both
double
of them.
cover.
Right, I had to
that's
do it,
good.
and it's the first time in the history of my magazine that I've ever done a double cover. If I could have done a triple, I would have done a triple.
Well, it absolutely says that you're kind of pivoting to stay with the times, if that's what's called for, so that people aren't getting the same old. And I know that's the case with cosplay and gaming and so on. It
Right.
generally is not the same. So tell us where we can see you, how we can engage a little bit more as you continue to experience cosplay and all of the trimmings that go along with it here in Barbados.
Well, we are everywhere. So if you want to keep up with the content that we do, especially here in Barbados, people can find us very easily on YouTube at Valkyries of Arcadia, TikTok, Valkyries of Arcadia, Instagram, same name. And yeah, that's where you will see us do our thing here and back in Jamaica as well.
And
All right.
You will also see us, of course, at AnimeKon Expo this weekend. We're looking at the pajama party that's on the Friday,
Friday.
the Thursday that is the boat cruise, the
boat
kaiju
cruise,
boat cruise,
right.
and then the Saturday and Sunday is the convention, which is at the Whitley or Widley
Gymnasium.
Gymnasium?
Wildy.
What's the
Yeah,
pronunciation?
Wildy.
Wildy Gymnasium,
Okay.
right.
Forgive
So
us.
we'll have our booth
Should not
there
have bet money on
and
that.
our Just Dance performance. And of course, cosplay competition entry. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody.
Absolutely. Final words from you, Lethea, on what you personally are looking forward to in participating in this particular expo.
Well, of course, this is going to be a very exciting event. Just to see how persons display or portray their character is always something to see, always something exciting to see. Because, I mean, it's not just putting on makeup, it's not just about putting on the costume, but also emulating that character, knowing about that character, knowing the facial expressions, knowing everything about the character and bringing to life that character, taking it from the screen and bringing it into real life. You know, it's something to see, something to experience, and something for the entire family to enjoy. So I encourage everyone to really come out and experience the culture of it all.
Absolutely. And I know it has certainly grown big time here in Barbados. A lot more people come out from the early beginnings. We have a lot more people who come out to celebrate AnimeKon Expo, August 29th to September 1st at the Garfield Sobers Gymnasium. So you definitely should get out and be a part of it. It definitely is an opportunity for you to find out more about pop culture and, just the world around it, entertainment, anime, comics, gaming, you name it. It's a little bit of everything. And what I love about it most is it's a reflection of you. So however you want to interpret the characters and then express that, that's what it's all
Right,
about.
be yourself.
And I think the difficult thing for you, Alessandro, is to be able to capture that and put it on pages, which is different. For me, I show up with the camera and I'm able to show someone or speak with them.
Right,
but then
right.
when you want to put it on a page, then it takes a different type of effort to be
Right.
able to bring that level of energy from the pages so people see the same or feel the same energy coming off the pages. You're able to interpret what they do and how they put the costumes together must be quite a challenge.
It is, and you know, like you say, to see the process, I love to do the process. And for any cosplayers, anime lovers here in Barbados, I am here to look for Barbados' best to go in the next edition. I've already spoken to Greenworks Cosplay, they'll be featured. So if you're interested, come on out to the convention and speak to me. I'm easy to find. I am the guy from Jamaica with the receding forehead, so I'm very easy
They won't
to
miss you,
find.
trust me. We're going to see that, but I think you'll be pleasantly surprised at the response to AnimeKon here in Barbados. It's usually very, very well subscribed. All right, ladies, so you must tell me about these characters. Empress Nile, quickly, you have one sentence, and the others will think about what they're going to tell me. Who's Empress Nile?
Empress Nile is a multi-talented person. I cannot fit in one box, especially with these group of young ladies here. They're very multi-talented as well, and whatever projects that they have to do, be it singing, dancing, performances, I help them out. And of course, I see the administrative part of it as well to see how best each project can help with the group.
It's a good thing I don't have a weapon. I'd have to zap you. That's way more than one sentence. What about you, Silver Neko?
Right, so I am the cosplayer and designer for the Valkyries of Arcadia, and today I'm cosplaying Hatsune Miku from Vocaloid.
All right. For you, Alethea?
I am more focused on health and wellness of the Valkyries, of course. Exercise, focusing on self-love and just the overall well-being of the individual.
Mind, body, and spirit.
Yeah, mind, body, and spirit.
Good stuff. We
Full
look forward
package.
to seeing you this weekend, just basically showcasing everything. And you're going to have a special makeup, beauty makeup booth as well?
Yes.
Actually, we did that back at AnimeKon Fest. We did a Fenty Beauty touch-up station. Because, you know, you're at these conventions and it's hot and you're doing everything and your makeup will shift a bit. So we created a little rest stop for the cosplayers to come, not a full face, but get touched up so they can run back out there and be their best self. So we plan to bring that to AnimeKon Expo and see how it's well received. I'm sure everybody in Barbados already knows about Fenty Beauty, but it's a great way to reintroduce the Fenty Beauty brand to the Barbados cosplay community.
All right, good stuff. What's the connection? Is this something you've taken on? Are you ambassadors for the Fenty brand officially, or is it just sharing the knowledge that you've garnered in terms of what works for you with many other people?
Well, right now we're collaborating with the Fenty Beauty brand, especially because we're introducing it to the cosplay community in the Caribbean, starting with Jamaica and now here in Barbados. So after that, we can see how that goes. But to us, personally, it's just a good brand to work with, because especially what we do from our cosplay, from our Forever Summer lifestyle brand, whether we're home streaming our different video games on our different platforms, it's really a good brand to help us with the different elements, because, you know, the Caribbean is very hot and there's a random rainfall here and there. So it's really, it has that hold to keep up with the elements, and it has the vibrance as well. So we
All
work
right.
with it.
Good stuff. All right, so take us into the break. I think, you know, we have to kind of embody the various characters.
Oh, by the way, I am Erin Corey Odan from Legacy of Orion. It's a West African RPG game, and I am the leading lady. Alicia here is Femme Zenitsu from Demon Slayer. So she don't have the wig right now, but you know, the accessories help with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
That's
this
his
is very
garb right there.
famously known for that character, Zenitsu from Demon Slayer, which is very vibrant, which fits his character.
All right, so we embodied it, or tried to,
Yes.
in a few sentences,
Yes.
as to what the characters were all about. So how about a pause as we go to break? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Pose.
Morning, morning, morning.